what's up everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to get hit with the truth. So today we are doing the what's next on Emanuel Navarrette, the newly crowned WBO Super Featherweight Champion at 130 pounds following a hard-fought 9th round TKO victory over the very tough and previously undefeated Liam Wilson. So before we jump into this, guys, if you can smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate any support I can get from you guys. I'm just trying to build my channel here up, and any love is appreciated. But if you guys don't like what I'm putting out there, you guys want to do you guys want to leave a negative comment or do the thumbs down, I'm okay with that too, guys. I really want you guys to be real with me on how I'm doing with the channel and the content and all that kind of stuff. So that all being said, let's get into Navarrette. So Navarrette, big win, moving up, winning the championship in the 3rd weight class. He becomes only the 10th fighter to hail from Mexico to win championships in 3 different weight classes. Not an easy accomplishment. And he had the title at 126. And he came in against Wilson, who really put a tough fight on, put Navarrete down earlier, but Navarrete weathered the storm and, kind of broke down Liam Wilson and stopped him impressively. So now the big question is, what's next for Emanuel Navarrete? Well, he's staying at 130, first off. He already gave up his title at 126 pounds and is going to stay here and campaign at 130 pounds. So, let's run through and see what the possibilities are. Well, first and foremost, he's not in mandatory mode. He doesn't have to make a mandatory defense, but the fight that he wants, that he's going after, and he's the top guy on the list, is former 2-division champion Oscar Valdez. That was the fight that was supposed to happen already. It was supposed to have happened. It didn't, Valdez got injured, and that's why Navarrete ended up fighting Wilson for the vacant belt. Now, the two sides want to get it done. They really do. Valdez says he's ready by like May. I think Navarrete, after that war with Wilson, should put it off until the June or July. But I really believe that's the likely option. I also could see Navarrete staying busy during the summer and letting Valdez get get back into action and shake off the rust, because he's been out of the ring since April 30th of last year. I could see that going down, but very likely we're going to see Navarrete and Valdez. Now, do we even need to run through the rest of the top 10? Well, yeah, we should, just in case it's not Valdez, and Valdez does need a tune-up. Let's run through the rest and see some possibilities. We start with IBF champion Shavkat Rakhimov. It would be a good fight, but the promotions would have to get together for this, and I'm not sure they would do that. Navarrete is with Top Rank. Shavkat Rakhimov is with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom, and I just don't think, unless all the stars aligned, I don't think these two are going to get together. Because they have other fights that can be made within their own promotion, like the Valdez fight. Rakimov's fighting Cordina next, which I think he's going to win that fight, and he'll probably be looking to unify after that. So maybe if Navarrete and Valdez don't fight, maybe the two sides could come together and discuss it, but we have to wait and see. Hector Garcia, the WBA champion, not likely. The PBC and Top Rank don't get together very often and make fights. And even if Navarrete Valdez doesn't happen, I'm leaning towards the less likely that Navarrete Garcia would happen. Robson Conceição, interesting matchup here. Wouldn't be surprised if Conceição got a crack at Navarrete if the Valdez fight doesn't happen. They're both with Top Rank. Conceição kind of got a raw deal in his fight with Shakur Stevenson last year. Stevenson came in overweight. So, Conceição is expected to be getting something this year, kind of as a consolation to try to get a title fight or an eliminator. And with them being both with the same promotion, I wouldn't be surprised if a fight like this happens, even though I technically think it's a bad matchup for Navarrete. But we got to wait and see. But maybe. Joe Cordina, undefeated, former champ. I'm not seeing it. I think Cordina's going to lose to Rakhimov. And then Cordina's also with Matchroom, wouldn't make sense for Navarrete, second half of the year, the guy coming off a loss, for him to take him on. Then you got Lamont Roach Jr. I could, maybe Navarrete and Lamont Roach, but not likely with Lamont Roach being with Golden Boy. I don't see it, just because, again, he's with Golden Boy, so the promotions have to get together. It's also a bad matchup for Navarrete, and he's and Roach is already like a mandatory for the WBA belt anyways, so I doubt it. Back of the top 10, Zelfa Barrett, kind of a bad matchup, also with Matchroom. So I'm not seeing those two sides coming together. He's coming off the loss to Rakimov, but he's kind of a bad matchup for Navarrete, so I'm not seeing that one. Roger Gutierrez, that would be interesting. Gutierrez, I believe, is with Golden Boy, but he is a former champ. So if the fight with Valdez didn't happen, it's a good matchup for Navarrete to go in there against a former champ like Gutierrez. Gutierrez lost last year to Hector Garcia, but still, he's a good, solid former champion. So not a bad matchup. Then you got Oshaki Foster, the new WBC champ. Would be interesting. I do think it's kind of a bad style matchup for Navarrete. Look what happened with Vargas. I know him and Vargas are a little bit different style, but I still think it's a bad matchup for Navarrete to go after a unification against him right there. So so that's that. And then Kenichi Ogawa sitting there at the back of the top 10. Another Matchroom fighter to zone, a former champ. Not the worst matchup if the two sides could come together, but not sure they do. But for me, I'm pretty solid on Oscar Valdez being Navarrete's next opponent. So I think it's going to be Valdez. I think it's probably going to happen in the summer. We're talking June or July, in my opinion. And maybe Valdez can shake out some rust soon. But I think Navarrete needs a rest and then go after that fight. But I do believe it's going to be the Valdez fight. So that's it. That's what I got. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's the what's next on the newly crowned WBO 130-pound champion Emanuel Navarrete, following his 9th round TKO victory over Liam Wilson. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, leave a comment, or subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate any and all support. This is True Boxing. You've been hit with the truth.